And I know this is something that you've pictured for years now. Now that it's played out, was that kind of how you saw it going down?
I wanted to get the stoppage, but he's tough, man. His wrestling was high level. It was really good, man. I haven't been taken down in a while, so thanks, man. Thanks for kind of making me realize that.
For sure. And was there anything out there that he did that surprised you? I mean,
I knew a lot of it was coming. I was waiting for that flying knee. I was ready to fucking talk him up, excuse my language, whenever he was coming for it. But it was a funky match stylistically, man. I had a foot battle, and I felt like I won it for the most part. And then I can kind of see whenever he wanted to wrestle, it felt like he was losing it. So.
And I know he's pegged as like that's his thing, is wrestling. But you took him down a few times. Were you pretty confident that you were going to be able to do that?
Yeah, I didn't want to do that, but like I said, man, like I said before, you want to make it a wrestling match? I'm cool. Let's do it, man. I'm about that life. I wanted to make it a hands match, and we did a little bit. And then whenever he started wrestling, I felt like that was when I started taking over. When
you went to the judges' scorecards and you heard it was going to be a split, were you confident that it was going to go your way?
Yeah, I mean, I never want to leave in the judges' hands. Never. But he's tough, man. He's durable. He's very gritty. So, but I felt like I did enough, man. Like I said in the ring, first round was mine. Second round, he might have stole it. Even third round, I felt like I was winning the hands battle. And then, sure, he took me down, but he didn't do anything with it. And then me putting him up against the cage, striking, taking him down, I think that won it for me.
Before the fight, you said you wanted to make an impact in this division right away. You called for the rankings after the fight. Do you feel like you made enough of an impact to get in those rankings come Monday?
I should have, man. Tywan's no joke, man. He's tough. So I expect to be in the rankings. Bellator, I'm going to take about 2 weeks off. I'd like a couple of weeks to get back into the mood and get back into the ease of things. And I want to fight again here fairly soon. So let's do it. What's up? Who's next?
Justin, when we spoke on Wednesday, you thought that not only was this going to be a high-level fight, it was going to be a crazy fight, but you thought this was like the one that was going to bring everybody here, the one everyone's going to be talking about. It turned out to be a lot grittier than you probably expected it to go. Is it almost better this way, that you went through a test like this and it kind of went against what your pre-fight expectations were?
Yeah, I respect it, man. Like, I've had a long layoff, like I said, man. I haven't fought in like a year. So, it just makes me think. It makes me realize some things I need to work on. There's areas that, I mean, I've grown on. I didn't even get to show a lot of it. But, yeah, I appreciate the tough battle. It, I don't want to say humbles me, but maybe that's the best word for right now since I can't really think of the right word. Just keeps me down to earth. Makes me realize that, hey, I got some things to work on. But I'm here, man. I'm for real. In a tough fight like that, you gotta bite down and you gotta make things happen, and I did. So I think I deserve the dub.
Jumping into the rankings, there's a big one coming up later on tonight. Aaron Pico versus Aiden Lee. I feel like this is a fight that you're probably going to have your eye on. Is that something that might interest you? Maybe getting the winner of that fight?
Absolutely, man. Like I said, no disrespect to those guys, no disrespect to anybody in the division, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm the man around these parts now. So yeah, everybody in that ranking system is on my hit list.
All right, we'll take a few more questions from the media joining us virtually tonight. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Justin. Chris Connor here. Last talk. Congratulations on the big win. How nice does it feel just getting back in the cage with fans? Now, you and I talked about the last year plus almost being sort of a lost year. How nice was it just getting back in there and having a normal fight?
Oh, man, it feels amazing, bro. It was a long year, man. It wasn't my best year. I had a lot of crazy shit going on in my life. Pomps, I know you're looking down up above. I love you. We miss you. So it feels great, man. It feels great to be back. It feels great to be in this big atmosphere with some fans. It feels great to be back to a little bit of normal, man. Ran over there and gave my dad, one of my best friends in the world, a hug. So it feels good to have my brother in my corner. It feels amazing, bro. I can't put it into words, man. I'm so fucking blessed. I'm just so happy to be here. So thank you, guys.
Ed?
Ed Carball with MMA News. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
One thing, the third round there, it looked like, I mean, you talked about the wrestling and everything already, so it just looked like towards the end of the last, like, maybe 10 seconds of the third round, it looked like you guys were just trying to said, F it. Let's see who's got this in wrestling. Did you get that vibe off of him during the fight?
A little bit, like, you know, I don't want to say he gave up, because like he was still fighting. He was trying to go for the takedown, and against somebody who wasn't conditioned enough, they probably would have given it up. But like I said, man, third round, you got to come up big. I got to make some stuff happen, and I did. So in my eyes, that takedown sealed it for me.
Luke?
Hey, Justin. Luke from Empire Universe podcast. Congratulations on the win, first of all.
Thank you.
Was this your toughest fight of your career so far? And were you surprised with his wrestling in the second round?
It's hard to say, man. There's a lot of fighters who are tough in different ways. Tywan is good. He's skilled. It was one of these weird fights where I almost feel like there wasn't a lot of action. I'd have to go back and watch it, but it was a style clash of foot battle, of trying to figure out and finding those strikes, making them count. And then I would have liked to push the pace a little bit more, but it's a little different. Like, those little battles were really important. I knew he was a good wrestler. He had good head position. He had a position where I couldn't really slip in my arms. I couldn't really pummel with him. So I had to kind of be smart there and not exert too much energy in an area where I couldn't really get my hips out. So had to be smart, had to mentally overcome that. So
We'll take a few more here. Steve?
Hi, Justin. Steve from MMA Lowdown. Congrats on the big win. It's a big one. You had more eyes on you. You had fans there. Any opponents you got in mind to come back in with come July? Because you don't look too bashed up there. I think you can jump back in soon.
yeah, absolutely. I'm going on vacation next week, so I want next week off. And then the week after that, I got some tattoo appointments. If you haven't noticed, that's kind of my thing. So, but I'll still be in and out of the gym. So I don't feel too beat up. I feel great. Little things. I got a little scrape on my nose, a little scrape on my toe. But besides that, man, I'm ready to go. Like I said, I'm going to take these next 2 weeks off, go enjoy my life, get back into the gym, and I want another fight fairly quick. I'm here to get paid. So Bellator, let's make it happen.
Pleasure to see you. Great debut.
Thank you.
Last one, Jeff.
Jeff Friendly from the Man in the Cage podcast. Congrats, Justin, on the Bellator debut and win. Great win. And I asked you earlier this week what fans can expect from you. And you said if you needed to make the fight, if you needed to be a gangster out there, if you needed to be more technical, you could. Is that what the fight came down to with Tywan Claxton here? Is that why you were able to get over that hump and win this decision over him?
I think so, man. Like I want to say, man, I want to be all respectful to him, man. He's a gangster. He's a tough opponent. You know, it's all respect on my end. But yeah, man, like I said, if you want to make it a wrestling battle, let's wrestle. I'm cool with that. I was a D1 wrestler too, so let's do it. But I think biting down and winning some of those striking battles was really big in this match. And I think I almost made him wrestle, you know, not where he wanted to in some spots, but I don't think he liked. I started winning those exchanges and it made him duck and try to take me down. So like I said, like you said in the interview, wherever you want to take it, man. You want to make it a wrestling match? You want to make it a dog fight? If I got to whip out some more stylistically inclined moves, so be it.